This presentation was produced for the Birmingham Council to highlight the lack of youth provisions in the local areas of East Birmingham and hopefully to gain support from the local authorities to help improve community standards.
Right, my name is Liam Smythe and I'm doing this video today for my local councillors. It isn't for anybody else to see. This is for my local councillors. I would like to purchase a little bit of land what hasn't been touched in over 16 years. I would like to put a boxing gym on there so I could potentially get kids off the streets and stopping them from using knives and giving them a little bit of good advice. And I believe I'm the man for the job because I've gone through a lot of stuff in my time. I'm not here to glamorise any part of it. I'm a family man. I've got 3 kids. I've got a 15-year-old daughter, a 13-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son, and I don't want my 7-year-old son going through half the stuff I went through as a kid, because it weren't really nothing to me when I was growing up and it was dealing with it. It was more to what I must have put my mother through. Do you know what I mean? She must have went through a lot of stuff when I was a kid. And I'm not here to glamorise one part of it, but I believe that I'm the man to be able to help these and guide these young kids going through all sorts of madness, because I went through it all at a young age. Just to let you know a little bit about my story and my background, I was a 14-year-old kid. I had my teeth punched out and I was stabbed in the back. That was me being an innocent little 14-year-old child. Now, when I sit back and now I'm an adult and a man myself and I've got children, that'll be any parent's worst nightmare. And what my mum must have went through must have been terrible. But I really believe that I'm the man in a position to be able to run it. And what I would like to do is to be able to do fundraising events on my local area of Shard End, to be able to raise the money, and hopefully the councillors will side with me and help me along this journey, along my dreams, because I always believe charity starts at home.
The Brook Meadow Pub, a place people come together to socialise and make memories. For Liam and many, this place was a second home and a massive part of the community.
So I'm here now at the Brook Meadow Pub, and this was the heart of the community, and now it's gone. And since this place has gone, the community's kind of faded and it's gone, and it's no good, do you know what I mean, for the community itself, because being from Shard End is something to be proud of, you know what I'm saying? Everyone, it's a tight community, everyone looks out for each other and everything. That's what it was like at this boozeria, at this pub. But now, right, I wanted to try and turn it into a community centre, boxing gym, / whatever you want to do it, yeah, for the community, right? But realistically, it's too expensive to fees, let's be real with it, right? So now, I've got this other bit of land here, and it's only round the corner, it's on the manor, it's round the corner, and it will cost a fraction of what this building would be, and the fraction of the price, it's so unreal. I'll have a finished project over on this other bit of land. So, if I got this piece of land here, I understand there's a lot of work to be done, which I'm willing to do. I'm willing to put everything on the line to make sure this happens and this works. And when it comes to funding and this and that, I ain't even bothered about funding. I'm not looking for funding. I just want this land. That's all we want. That's all we're asking for, because I'll fight and do GoFundMes, and I will fight anyone to make it happen. You understand? Yeah, because I don't want my kids getting stabbed on the streets. Do you want your kids being stabbed on the streets?
I think Ginger's the best person because if you look at why he got into the trouble in the first place, he was sticking up for the right thing, and I think somebody that's courageous, willing to stand up for, you know, what's right, even at the cost of, you know, losing face. I think that's why he's probably the best person to do this, and he's also still got the funding that everyone donated. Thanks for Ginger doing as one. Everyone that put money into that box, he still has it to this very day. So that if they don't tell you that this man is using the money to better his community, then I don't know what will. And it's going to be like a symbol to anyone out there. If you want to do something, then go out and try and make something happen. And I think if this is the dream that he wants to do, and I fully support him on it.
Right then, so as you can see, the grass ain't been cut here for a while, so I'm going to do it and I'll have it finished within the week. I'll have it done within the week, and it's James from Shard End, mate.
In order to understand what it takes to come from Shardend and be successful, Liam visited Wayne Alcock, former boxing champion and business owner.
Yes, Ginger, how you doing, sir?
Oh, yeah, mate.
You all right,
mate?
Nice to see you.
And you, mate. You all right, yeah?
How you doing, guys? You all right? Love what you're going to do, man, what you're going to do in the manor. You know, I'm a Shardend boy, as you said, you know what I mean? I love to see stuff coming back into the area, back into the community. Hopefully, you know, Ginger, hopefully, man, you can find someone like myself, you know what I mean? Because that's all it takes, man. That's why I come back there. That's why I start doing my boxing class down that way. I ain't got into Shardend like you wanna. I'd love to do that, man, so I respect you for that, you know. That's why hopefully you get that off the ground, man. I'd love to see that, to give kids from the area an opportunity. Everyone growing up in Shardend, you know what it's like, you know, the life that was in front of us. It's going to be a tough road, you know what I mean, but through sport, through boxing at least, you know what I mean, I had an opportunity to come out and actually make something of my life, and that's what it's all about, man. You're giving these kids that opportunity, and there isn't the opportunities there isn't a club there that the kids can go to and make a difference and make a change to their life. That's what you're trying to do, man, honestly. Massive respect, man, and to find another champion from Birmingham, man, that'd be the world, you know what I mean? So what you doing, mate, I know, honestly, you got my support 150%.
Thank you.
You know, anything I can do, if you come down when you're getting stuff sorted, but hopefully, man, you can get this thing off the ground.
With the right guidance and more opportunities, even coming from Shardend, you can achieve greatness, and hopefully we can support and do the same for the future generations. This is Marvin Herbert, CEO of the Marvin Herbert Foundation.
That's it. Welcome to the Marvin Herbert Limited.
Got to see what Marvin's got now.
About 2.5 years to get up and running, finish, build, and so this is the building.
So basically, when you first started this up, was there any barriers put in place to try and stop it from happening or anything?
We came to Marvin Herbert to gain an insight and draw inspiration on how we could run a sustainable community hub.
So what I've learned within a few hours with Marvin is something I will take on board for the rest of my life, and it's down to me now, me as an individual, as if I'm going to pursue my goals.
That's it.
The first step in pursuing our goals was to install 2 bleed control kits in the Shardend area.
So today is a very special day. We've come down to the E5 shops, Bugs's Cafe, Bugs's Bakery, and we've now donated, and now we're putting in a bleed control kit. I'm going to hand it over to Nathaniel to explain more.
Yeah, so we're outside of Bugs's Cafe. Firstly, we'd like to say thank you to Bugs's Cafe for enabling us to put the bleed control kit here. Thank you to Baird and the Baird Foundation for creating this initiative. These bleed control kits could potentially save somebody's life, you know, so we'd like to say thank you very much, and it's going to be a great day. Bleed control kits are vital for areas like Shardend. The Baird Foundation is on a mission to install bleed control kits nationally. These bleed control kits could potentially save lives and give the emergency services enough time to reach somebody with an open wound. Right, so this is the first one. It's stationed at Bugs's Cafe down at the Heathway. We'd like to say thank you to Mike and the team for coming down and placing the first one. Yeah, so me and Ginger are very, very happy about this. We're going to go up to the second place now, which will be at Shardend Shops, and this is for the greater good, man, and this is to help people, you know. And if anybody is in the area and anything happens, a wound, if they've been stabbed or a car accident or whatever, you'll have to ring the ambulance, and the ambulance will let you know to come down here. You will get the code, put the code in, everything in there to help stem the bleed will be in there. So thank you very much.
Knives down, gloves up, Ginge from Shardend, mate.
Jin, we know him from when he was a little kid, and he grew up in front of our eyes. He's been doing good things, very popular around here. Good man he is. He always cared about everyone around here. But we need a bit more things put into it, like for the kids. He'll keep the kids off the street.
So the first one's up at the Heathway now, Bugs's Cafe, Bugs's Bakery. I'd like to say a big thank you to them.
We installed the first bleed control kits at Bugs's Cafe. The second instalment was at Shardend Crescent outside Bizaz Pizza. Inside of these bleed control kits is everything you will need to stem the bleed. The more bleed kits installed, the better chance of someone surviving from a knife attack.
Okay, my man Ginge, I know him for last 8-9 years. We've been running this business for last 8-9 years. And what I've seen, no one is doing anything for the youths. No one is taking them off street, there's no activities for them, and my man, for last few years, he's trying hard. Whatever it is in his hands, yeah, he's doing it. But he do need support from all other businesses as well, from council as well, to step forward and walk with my man and sort this thing out, because these kids are our future, and you need to put things into future. A top man, a genuine guy, give him £100 and say he's for youth, yeah, probably he's going to put 10 more from in his pocket. He's going to make sure the 110% goes out. So all I'm going to say, this is the guy. Any project you want to do, see Ginge.
And thank you very much, and I'd like to say thanks to Pizzazz Pizza for letting me get this here. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you.
Love, mate.
Love, mate. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Today, Liam organised a boxercise and fitness session with the local children from the area, showing that he has the local community behind him, and with a lack of resources, he made it a success.
See, get them off the streets, man. So as you can see, we've got a load of kids down at Chardin Lake today. Obviously, if you can see, we ain't got much here, but hopefully we can go and get a proper gym to do proper things and proper activities. We've just done one now for the boxercise, and all the kids have had a good time, and I'm going to finish it off with a little run, so let's hope that we can get this anyway. Right then, I want to thank you all today for coming and turning up for me. I know you only had like an hour's notice or whatever, but I'd like to say thank you to everyone, do you know what I mean? Hopefully one day you can all turn up to the gym anyway, do you know, hopefully. Let's see what we can do anyway. Thank you. Woo! I'm well blessed, you know what I'm saying? This has happened within an hour and people have turned up and showed up. If we'd done it with a week, I'd have hundreds of kids here. And with my ideas, my bright ideas, I know we'll be able to achieve some greatness. I want to bring thousands, if not millions, into my local area. And it's not just about the youth now, it's about for the youth in the next 10 years, the next 20 years, the other generations, these little kids here, who are going to grow up and they're going to have to live the life what everyone else has had to live. And it ain't really nice on the streets, so let's try and get something positive and show some positivity to the youth of today. So I'd like to thank you all for watching this mini documentary, and I hope I've got your full support on my dreams, adventures and goals I want to achieve for my local community. And I'm going to leave it as that. You know the slogan, it's Ginge from Chardin, knives down, gloves up.
Thank you for watching this short documentary. I hope you have been able to gain an insight on what we are trying to achieve within the Chardin area, and hopefully we gain your support.